Find a position where your body feels completely supported and allow yourself to arrive here, not performing, not planning, not rehearsing, just here. Take a slow breath in, and as you exhale, let everything that isn't this moment fall away. And again, inhale slowly, and as you breathe out, feel your body drop heavier into the surface beneath you. With every breath, you go deeper into a part of yourself that has never been insecure, never been uncertain, never needed anyone's approval to feel whole. It is always there. It has always been there. You are going there now. Now, with the gentleness of a man who is done lying to himself, let the truth come forward. There is a woman, or the idea of a woman, and somewhere along the way, you handed her your self-worth to hold. You started editing yourself before you even spoke, measuring your jaw, your bank account, your car, your clothes, running the numbers on whether you were enough. And every time you walked into her orbit, a part of you went small. Just notice that. No judgment. Notice where it lives in your body right now. The tightness, the overthinking, the hunger for a signal from her that you are acceptable. See it clearly. Because a man who can see it clearly is a man who is no longer controlled by it. Here's the truth. that most men are never told. She is not rejecting your looks. She is not rejecting your bank balance. She is responding to what you believe about yourself. A man who walks in certain, who holds eye contact without flinching, who speaks without prefacing every sentence with an apology for existing. That man becomes magnetic, not because of what he has, because of how completely he inhabits himself. And a man who has everything, the looks, the money, the status, but who is quietly desperate for her approval. She can smell it, and it extinguishes whatever spark was there. This is not cruel. It is biology. It is ancient. Desire is triggered by the perception of value, and nothing communicates value more powerfully than a man who already knows he has it. You are that man. That voice that tells you you're not enough. It was not born in you. It was taught by a father who withheld approval, by a boy who got laughed at, by a girl who chose someone else, and your young mind decided it meant something permanent about you. It meant nothing permanent. It meant nothing about your worth. It was information. It was experience. And the part of you that turned it into a verdict about who you are was only trying to protect you from being hurt again. Silently thank that part now. It did its job. And now, firmly and clearly, tell it. You are relieved of duty. I do not need protection from being myself. Being myself fully is the only thing that has ever actually worked. I want you to stop and actually take stock, not the edited version of yourself, not the highlight reel you wish you had, the actual man, here, sitting and or standing right now. You have lived, you have been knocked down and you got back up, or you are getting back up right now by being here. You have desires, humor, history, hunger. You have a perspective on the world that no other human being on earth has. That is not nothing. That is everything. The woman worth having is not looking for perfect packaging. She is looking for a man who is real, who is present, who is not trying to be anyone other than himself. She is looking for a man she cannot rattle. She is looking for you, the version of you that is not seeking her approval. That version of you is not a future project. He is who you are right now. Underneath the fear. Now, I want you to feel something. Think of a moment, any moment, in your life where you felt completely at ease in your own skin, where you were not performing or monitoring, where you were simply you. It might have been with close friends, in nature, doing something you love, in flow, in laughter. Find that feeling and step into it fully. Feel the ease of it, the looseness in your chest, the quiet certainty. This is your natural state. This is not earned. It is not contingent on her response. It is not switched on by circumstances. It is who you are when Nothing is in the way. Now, imagine that feeling into every interaction you have with her, into the first conversation, into the silences, into the moments she tests you, because she will test you, not to hurt you, but to find out if you are solid. And you are solid. You do not shrink when she pulls back. You do not chase when she goes quiet. You do not collapse when she challenges you. You remain rooted, warm, unhurried. See yourself with her now, not the anxious version, this version. You are listening to her, really listening, not calculating your next line. Your attention is a gift, not a performance. You speak your actual thoughts. You disagree when you disagree. You laugh when something is funny, not because she laughed first. And she feels it. The difference is unmistakable. She feels that she is in the presence of a man who has his own gravity, who does not need to orbit her for validation, who is choosing her freely from a place of wholeness. And that is the most attractive thing she has ever encountered, because it is real, because it is you. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to the room. Feel the ground beneath you, the solidity of it. Feel the weight of your own body, real, present, here. Take a long breath in. And as you exhale, let a single word rise that names this feeling. This rootedness, this quiet certainty. That word is your anchor. Anytime the old pattern surfaces, the self-monitoring, the shrinking, the desperate need for her signal, you place your feet flat on the floor, breathe. Speak that word quietly to yourself and return to this. My worth is not negotiable. It is not hers to grant or take away. I came here as a whole man. I leave as a whole man. What happens between those 2 points is simply life, and I can handle life. Whenever you are ready, open your eyes. Good. Now, go and be